Hi students, welcome to the class. The last class we had discussed about what? Atmospheric pressure. Yes, I hope all of you understood that topic. Yes. So today we are going to learn about measurement of atmospheric pressure. What? Measurement of atmospheric pressure. So see, we are the last class we are learned something about this measurement of atmospheric pressure. Do you remember that? Yes, barometer. What? Barometer. Atmospheric pressure can be measured by using barometer and it is mainly used in meteorology. And one more we have discussed. What? One more point. Yes. The bar is a metric unit of pressure. It is exactly 1 lakh pascal. It is equal to the atmospheric pressure on the earth by the sea level. At the sea level. Yes. So see, the instrument that is used for measurement of pressure is called what? Barometer. That you know this. And it was constructed by Torricelli in 1643. Who was constructed this barometer? Torricelli. When? In 1643. Okay. And how can you find the atmospheric pressure? Is that you know that with the help of what? Barometer. So first we need to know what this construction of simple barometer. What? Simple barometer. See, this is the structure. This is the figure of simple barometer. See, there is one glass tube and this one petri dish, and the inside there is mercury. So take one glass tube, okay, and fill the pure mercury. Take one glass tube and fill the pure mercury, okay, and this glass tube length is 100 centimeter, okay. That is also you want to know this, okay. What the length of the tube is? How much? 100 centimeter, okay. Now you are fill the what? Mercury, okay. Then after, just invert the glass tube in a petri dish, okay. Invert the glass tube in a petri dish. Now you can observe what the mercury that comes down to the petri dish, okay. Now you are getting what? One vacuum space here. It's created vacuum space, that is known as what? Commonly known as what? Torricellium vacuum. So this empty space, that is known as what? Torricellium vacuum, okay. Then see, here it is mentioned is 76 centimeter. Why? The mercury that's fall down. Now the level of the mercury up to how much? 76 centimeter, okay. So the pressure exerted by the 76 centimeter vertical height of mercury column is equal to the mercury pressure exerted by the air at the surface of mercury in bowel, okay. And how can you find the atmospheric pressure with this mercury barometer, simple barometer? Yes. How? It found with the change in season, temperature, etc. The barometric height changes the suggests that air pressure also change. Think about now, if metric height is below 76 centimeter, okay, metric height is below 76 centimeter, so which means what? The air pressure has fallen, okay. The biometric height is below 76 centimeter means what? The air pressure has fallen. So above 76 centimeter means, above 76 centimeter means what? Yes, the air pressure has increased, okay. So by this way we can find the air pressure. Torricelli further found out that the vertical height of Mercury column above the free surface of Mercury in the bowel remains the same in the following case. So what are the cases? Vertical height is independent of the size and shape of the tube. See, the size and shape of the tube, that is also independent. Okay, vertical height. Okay, and it does not change if the tube is tilted. Okay, this is the two cases. And after, if you think about why we are not able to use with in case of this mercury other liquids, instead of this mercury, why we are not able to use other things? Some are just try to make the barometer with the help of other liquids like water and alcohol, ether, like. Okay, so what happened that we can able to find the atmospheric pressure with that barometer? No. Why? This fall in pressure is that liquid. Okay, this fall in pressure is that liquid vaporize in vacuum, and the vapors then exert pressure on the surface of the mercury, thereby forcing it down. Okay, that's why we are not using the other liquids instead of mercury. So the one question, see, why is water not used in barometer? You can answer it. Yes, that's right. Why? It has been found that atmospheric pressure can support 10.34 meter of water because density of water is 13.6 times less than the mercury, and this water vaporizes under vacuum condition. And therefore a water barometer will never shows the true atmospheric pressure. Okay, clear? That's why water is not used in barometer. So next question, then why is mercury used in barometer? Why? Mercury is the heaviest liquid at room temperature. In short length of mercury can counterbalance the normal atmospheric pressure. Okay, and the next one, mercury does not vaporize under vacuum conditions, and hence we can record true atmospheric pressure. It is not vaporized. Instead of mercury we use water, it will be vaporized, but here mercury, it's not vaporized in any condition. Okay, so we can record true atmospheric pressure. And next is mercury does not wet the sides of glass tube, and hence help in recording true atmospheric pressure. See, mercury does not wet the sides of glass tube. Yes, mercury that does not wet the sides of glass tube, but this use the water, it will become wet. So it can help to what recording true atmospheric pressure. And next is mercury can be obtained in pure state easily. Mercury, that's always get pure state. Okay, but in case of water, otherwise if any other liquid is pure state, no. That's why we are using what? Mercury. So it is seen, it is easily seen in the glass tube. It is easily seen in the glass tube. So that's why we are using mercury in barometer. Clear? And the next is defects of simple mercury barometer. Defects. What are the defects? First one, the apparatus is made what? Glass. The apparatus is made with a glass. Sorry, made of glass. There is chance of its breaking. Okay, with the change of the atmospheric pressure. The atmospheric pressure will be increased or decreased. That depends upon that climate change. Okay, seasons or temperature. So maybe this glass tube will be breaking. Okay, and there is no permanent scale. The glass tube having, there is no permanent scale. And another one, it is neither compact nor portable, so it cannot be carried to different places. We are not able to carry this simple mercury barometer to one place to another place. Why? It is glass. It is easy to breaking. Okay, so these are the defects of mercury barometer. And next is other kinds of barometers. Okay, here it's given two barometers, that is Fortin's barometer and next is the aneroid barometer. Fortin's barometer and aneroid barometer. See, this is the Fortin's barometer. See, this is the Fortin's barometer. Okay, this have no like our simple mercury barometer like defects. Why? It is easy to portable and it's improved model. And next is, yeah, it's not breaking. Okay, and the next is aneroid barometer. This is the aneroid barometer. It's another kind of barometer which does not use any liquid. Here it is not using any kind of liquid like a mercury or anything. Nothing is here. Okay, so it's compact or portable. It is compact or portable. So these are the two types of barometer. So these are the two types of barometer. Okay. So today we are discussed about how to find the atmospheric pressure with the help of barometer, simple mercury barometer, and the types of barometers we are learned. Then yes, defects of barometer we are learned. Simple mercury barometers defects also we are learned. I hope all of you understood this topic. Okay, thank you.